Great food.
Oh, is it?
There we go. So I'm wearing the Black Conservative Preacher's clothes. I walked in here in his same clothes. I ordered a to-go order. I paid with cash. I had no problems. They took my order, no issue. So apparently it's not just a religious and a political issue, it's a racial issue too. So we're gonna go ask the staff here why they chose to serve me, but not you, when I'm wearing the exact same clothes. These are actually his clothes. Hey guys, so this is my friend, the Black Conservative Preacher. He came in here earlier and you guys chose to not serve him because he was wearing a religious and political shirt. Okay, can we speak to the management, whoever's in charge?
Let me see if they're available.
Thank you. Support you, brother. Thank you. Speak to the manager. I'm wearing the exact same clothes that the Black Conservative Preacher came in here earlier wearing. He's wearing his Patriot shirt. They told me he could not eat here. So I came in wearing his clothes as a white man. I don't like to cross those racial boundaries. I'm wearing the exact same clothes.
Come on,
Yeah,
you guys gotta leave.
You're live right now. Can you address why you chose to serve a white man wearing the same clothes? I came in here with no problem. Can you address the audience? You told me
I'm still waiting for your name. I'm still waiting for your name.
Come on.
you guys had no problem with me coming in.
Oh,
Don't put
did.
your hands on me.
I did. Come on, you gotta go.
You served me just fine. You said nothing to me, but you told him he couldn't eat here.
Yeah, because my corporate told me I had a surgery, so get out. Come on, you're causing a scene.
I am causing a scene. You guys can't do this. You can't discriminate in America based on political and religious points.
We're not.
You did. You
You
did.
did.
You did.
This is a patriotic shirt that shows the value of country and the value of prayer. And you told him because he was wearing it, he could not eat here.
Yeah,
this is America. We get to have our freedom of speech here. We get to have our freedom of belief. We get to worship our own God. We get to show our own beliefs. You don't get to kick people out of an establishment. This is going to be big. You better talk to the audience now.
Get out of my restaurant. That's
Call
what I have to
security.
say. I already did.
Great.
Ready to go.
We get.
The food here is really good. These people
I'm not
have
worried
been
about the
great.
food. I'm not worried.
It doesn't
They have
matter
not
if
been
the
great.
food's good or not.
They kicked
We're
me out for
slowly
wearing that.
losing our rights in America.
Well, it has
Yeah,
nothing to
you
do
were
with shirts or
trespassing.
nothing.
I was what?
You were trespassing
The police have not came.
And I'm not going to call them on you.
You should.
I'm not going to.
Let's do it. Why? Because you want to defund the police?
I don't believe
No,
in
don't
police,
defend the
Just
police.
come on,
We need
get
to-
out.
You don't believe in what?
Why
My dad's an NYPD
why can't he
cop,
come in
okay?
here
Listen, let's just
expressing
eat-
his
let's-
patriotism
just
and
get
his
out.
belief
I want
in
to buy you a
prayer?
beer.
No, I don't want no beer.
Come sit down.
Why
Have a
can't
beer.
he come in here and express his
Come have a
patriotism
beer with us.
and his belief
Come have a
in
beer.
I
prayer?
haven't had no paperwork.
Are you hungry? You want something to eat?
I haven't had no paperwork.
You want something to eat?
This isn't an issue with
Listen,
food.
I'll buy these guys dinner. I want
We
to buy
don't
them
want
dinner.
I don't want no dinner.
This-
I don't want no
We
dinner.
have our
This
rights
food
to
was
stop
I don't
in
want no
America.
dinner.
We're tired of people
Maybe you're
fighting
hungry.
and demanding their rights and then being intolerant to other people.
You want something to eat?
Can I ask, are you the person, is this the person that said they were transgender?
That's the first.
So you're transgender and you're being this intolerant to other people for their beliefs?
It's not
Come
your
on.
beliefs, you're a hate
Let's
group.
sit down, have a beer.
dealing with.
I'm not even affiliated with
Come
this
have a
group.
beer with
And it's not a hate group. You can claim whoever you want to be a
Get
hate
out
group.
of my restaurant. Get out. I can refuse service to anyone who makes me feel threatened. I feel threatened.
You get the
I'll
chat
leave.
You think
blown up?
we have it's blown
What's the
up.
chat saying? What do you guys think about this? They served a white man. I'm wearing his clothes and he got kicked out of this restaurant. I'm wearing his hat and clothes.
People are saying call the cops.
Leave.
Absolutely fantastic.
I
Do
think
not
you
eat
should call
their
the
food.
cops. Religion is a protected category in America.
Yeah, I'm
You
not
can't
worried about your religion.
refuse service
Get out
for
of my
political religious
restaurant.
purposes.
Keep calling their
That's
restaurant.
not-
503-719-4449.
Get out of That's not even our phone number. I need to leave. I'm asking you nicely. Leave my restaurant.
You lost that when you started being a religious bigot.
I'm not a religious bigot.
You were.
You
What's
were.
his shirt?
He's wearing a shirt that expresses patriotism and religion, and you kicked him out of the restaurant for that.
Okay, well, my dad is an NYPD cop and a Navy vet, so I have no discrimination. I have a problem with people who target my community, make me feel threatened, and my staff feel threatened. I feel threatened now, so I'm asking both of you to leave my restaurant.
I'm transgender. I've grown up with that. Nobody makes me feel threatened. Patriot Prayer doesn't make me feel threatened.
Well, I feel threatened, so that's why I'm asking.
Why are you feeling threatened? I'm not threatening you. Nobody's threatening you.
Well,
you
you
can
won't.
feel. Some feelings are irrational.
Can you guys get out of here? No?
Go get a shot of the receipt, the change, and the food I ordered.
Come sit with us.
This is my change. That was my bill. I ordered a to-go bowl of chicken tortilla soup. Nothing was said to me. No problem. They served me, took my money. No problem, no issue. Here's my receipt. I'll keep that as evidence.
$7.95. They already did. They did. I couldn't come in here.
He came in here 2 hours ago. These are his clothes. They looked at him
Bro,
wearing.
we're all patriots, man.
Yeah, they looked at him wearing the Patriot Prayer shirt and hat, and they told him he could not be in the restaurant. They kicked him out for wearing it.
She did.
I
Doesn't
came
make
in.
sense.
I came in
Right
about
there.
2 hours later wearing his clothes.
Listen, she was excellent. Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent,
that's cool.
excellent.
That's great.
That's cool. We're
Great.
not
Everything
saying that
was
she's a
excellent.
bad person or he's a bad
Excellent
person on
place.
everything
A
in
great
life.
establishment.
We're saying that religious and political intolerance
Come
will not
sit
be
down, have a
accepted in
beer
this
with us.
country.
I'm good.
We don't want to get drunk
want a
with
shot?
you. We want to
You want
stop our
tequila?
rights
I'm
from
good.
being eroded. There's a slow, it's called the long march through the institutions that communism has been doing in America since the 60s. They're taking little by little by little of our rights and tearing them down.
You're right. but
Until
you have to
there's
listen.
criminals
If you
rioting
don't
in the
listen
streets and they don't
you
get in
just
trouble.
talk,
But we're not allowed to eat in a
two-way
restaurant.
Street. It's a two-way street. You can't just talk. You gotta listen.
Yep.
He came in here earlier wearing this Patriot Prayer shirt, and they told him he had to leave because of his political. Yeah, we asked to have the cops called.
Okay.
Yep.
Cops are on their way.
The cops have been defunded.
You guys need to leave the store.
We're here. How many people we got watching?
We got 450 right now, and it's being shared.
You need to leave this restaurant.
Just have a beer and stop the bullshit. Don't be a jerk off.
Do you think that you should be able to eat
come in and eat?
purchase things and consider
Yes, I want to buy you
issues?
dinner. Come on.
Do you think that you should be able to go in and purchase things regardless of
need to
your
leave the
religious
restaurant
beliefs?
right now.
Do you think that you should be able to get kicked out of consumer services?
This is private property.
When
You
you
need to
insult
leave the
people,
restaurant.
I'm
cause a
here.
problem.
He was here earlier. It was peaceful.
I didn't
It's
insult no one.
on video earlier. I came
criminally
to
trespassed.
draw attention.
I haven't had no
to the
paperwork.
situation.
You're criminally trespassed right
I
now.
haven't had no paperwork.
You don't need paperwork.
You don't need so
I've
just
asked you to leave. You need to leave.
okay. Well, I'll wait for the cops.
Or you're refusing to leave.
I'll wait for the cops.
You need to leave the
I'll
restaurant.
wait for the police. I came in here peaceful. I wanted to eat. It was no stunt. They didn't let me. Are you not hearing that?
Bro, if you sit down.
I don't.
and
Why do
buy
I
you
want the food
dinner,
now? Why do I want the food now?
Because it's fucking good. Don't be a jerk off.
I'm not. They refused to serve me. Me and my wife and my family. Eat again.
When?
He just told you.
I can't hear a word he's saying.
2 hours ago. I have it all on camera, all on footage, live stream. The world saw it. She told me I could not eat because of my attire. That does not make her some great person.
The Purple Rain attire?
That, I had that on.
What do you mean?
His
It makes no sense.
go talk to her about it.
No issue. And I don't want to push the race issue, but it is what it is. I'm hating the racial division
I don't
in our
think
country.
it's that.
But nothing was said to me. I was served
I think
fine.
you guys are making something right now.
You can go online. I'm assuming it's patriotprayer.com.
No, the black conservative preacher on Facebook.
He's asking where he can buy this shirt.
Oh, the shirt? Patriot Prayer.
Is that like
Prayer.
You know, I don't know. It feels like.
that's full copy. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
So we've just been trying to push back on what's going on in society, and people are more and more afraid to even express religion or their pro-America beliefs. But people can go riot and destroy cities all across America with no charges. The charges get dropped. But I come in here wearing a T-shirt, or he comes in here wearing a T-shirt. He can't eat at a restaurant. We're losing our rights here in America.
No, I hear it, man. I agree with you on that.
What do you guys think? You think we stay? Have we made our point?
Yeah.
Don't leave without an incident report with names of security and the manager.
All right.
Over 5,000 people are seeing it right now.
Are you guys willing to write us an incident report with your name and the management's name?
No, you're not.
You're not willing to do that?
You're not willing to. Why
You want
not?
this documented?
No, I don't. I've already contacted my corporation about it. I need you to stop recording.
Man, not really.
It's actually not illegal.
It's not
to record in
illegal.
public
There's
place.
cameras all in here.
Sorry to interrupt you there, guys, but we can't keep letting this kind of stuff happen in the country. We have the right to worship the God we choose, and we have a right to express our political views.
I have a right to refuse service to anybody that makes me feel
You
threatened.
do.
You do.
Under certain situations, but not under religious situations and not under political situations. Those are protected by the Civil Rights Amendments in the
I feel
1960s.
threatened right now.
You weren't threatened when I walked in here. You were not threatened when I walked in here. Based off what?
You can
Based
have
on-
an irrational fear of anything you want. That doesn't justify your irrational emotion.
I can refuse
That he did
service.
nothing to. It's on video. Thousands of people have seen that video. He did nothing to threaten you. So you can claim you're threatened all you want. That just shows that you have an irrational fear of things.
No, it doesn't.
What
Are
is
you
fearful
scared of
about? What is?
black men? Is that what it is?
No, absolutely
Because you didn't have a fear when I walked in. I was allowed to sit down and order.
Which is why I stayed away from you. But I've already talked to my corporate office, so I did what they told me to do.
That's very convenient.
It is. The fear about a T-shirt. Would you like to explain the fear about a Patriot prayer? The fear that.
I was on the phone with our corporate office. They would like to be able to contact you and speak with you. What's the name and number?
I'm not going to release that right now. I'll let my attorney get a hold of
I
them.
was just going to see if
We're asking for an incident report. If that's true that the corporate wants to talk to him, we're asking for an incident report and a name, a number of contact, and we'll leave.
I'll let them know that.
Okay.
Again, I'm just a bartender. I don't
I
have a lot
understand.
of power in this.
I understand. You didn't commit any hate crimes against us.
I thought the police would be here by now.
I never would have come to you.
Well, you said you're in fear. You're in danger.
I feel threatened.
You feel
I
threatened.
think that you're a liar. You don't feel threatened because we've done nothing to threaten you. You're using
This is
You're
very
using
threatening.
sensational language and rhetoric to try to manipulate the situation here. You committed a hate crime by refusing service to a black man because of his religious and political views.
You're saying no, correct?
I did not commit any crime.
What is that? Because you said you feel threatened by the word Patriot Prayer.
I feel threatened by your organization,
What organization am I in?
Patriot Prayer.
Am I in that organization? Now you're accusing me of something.
So I'm being told to warn you that there's precedent, Klein versus Oregon Bureau of Labor and Industries. So there is precedent against this. I would suggest you get onto the line with your corporate. How come you're not talking to them?
Because I just want you both to leave my restaurant.
I want America to be free and people like you to stop being intolerant and demanding rights for yourself but not for other people.
I need you to leave my restaurant.
We've spoken on what we're going to do.
Yeah,
We're
and
waiting
what-
for an incident report to be given and then we'll politely leave.
I don't even have an incident report.
We're waiting for some...
Well, I guess the police will show up, right? They're on their way?
Yeah, they're on the road.
Okay.
Great.
Never call non-emergency for anything, by the way. It takes them like 2 hours. If you call 911, they'll just send you to wherever you need to go anyway.
Do you think that you should be able to go into a restaurant or a business as a trans person and be able to consume products and services without being discriminated against?
Or a bakery?
So you're not going to answer that? You just want to be a discriminative person and expect everybody to tolerate your behaviors?
Just don't answer them. Police will be here soon and they'll move them. Fine.
Whoever.
Sir, for your safety, your mask is on backwards. The white strip goes on the top.
Hey, I didn't want this. You wanted it. I was looking at the menu for my wife and my children, and you walked up to me. And what'd you say? Would you like to repeat that?
Is that
Just
one?
because you
Is that one
label
your
somebody
clip?
hate
What's up?
Is that
doesn't
one your
mean
clip?
that covers your.
Is that one of my what?
The clip, the one you're trying to go viral with.
What that I'm trying to go viral with?
Yeah.
I don't need to try.
Word?
Yeah, I don't.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
What's your YouTube channel?
Hey, what's your name? Where you work at?
I work right here.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you my
Okay.
name.
You can find it. If you want to be involved in the whole case, you could.
What I'm here for.
All right, good.
Just to be clear for everybody watching, these are the exact clothes the conservative preacher came in here wearing today. I'm wearing the clothes he came in here in. And no problem in here with me coming in. Yeah, it's weird that things like this have to happen in America to fight for our rights today.
Yeah.
Get kicked out of a restaurant for his religious and patriotic beliefs, and I'm the weird one? Okay.
You are the weird one.
Well, then I'm fine with being weird. If that's your standard, then I don't want to be normal by your standard.
Continue to oppress people, huh?
Man, it's going to be horrible if we defund the police. I mean, if it takes this long for them to get here now, whew.
Keep oppressing people. Did they give a ETA?
Do we have the name and
No
contact
ETA.
for
They never
your
did.
corporate office yet? No? Okay.
I mean, we could easily leave if we could get it.
If you give us the name and contact of your corporate office, we'll gladly leave. Why would
I don't know why that's
a
a problem.
You guys got Google?
You're not willing to give us the name and contact of the corporate office?
So that's why we offer you that information, but you don't know who to contact with them.
No, he asked for his information. We're asking for the corporate information, which is the normal route and business interaction.
Crazy stuff.
What's your chat saying?
Yeah, I know. People ship and tyranny, and look what happens. Do what we say, or we won't
How many
serve
people
you.
you got watching?
800 right now.
800? What did their comments? What stuff are they saying?
A lot of people are saying this is awesome. Creepy security guy. That's what some are saying.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah, well, so is not being served for a shirt. That's pretty rude too.
So is refusing to leave.
So I have a right to eat. I didn't do nothing wrong.
No.
I didn't do nothing wrong
He
at
has
all.
the right to eat while conservative and the right to eat while religious and Christian. He has those rights.
I don't know.
Express those rights in communist countries, they get killed. We're on our way to becoming a communist country. Information? All right, make sure you get that on stream. So you guys, that's the corporate office and the number. I hope you all call that and express your concerns over. It's already
No,
online.
I
It's
can have it back.
recorded.
I can have it back.
Can I have it back?
Let me have that back.
It's already online.
That she
And
just
it's a cell phone number.
that she just snatched it from me.
You're using the wrong pronouns too.
I'm using
I
the
don't
wrong.
know what
He.
your
I don't know what you
pronouns
are.
are.
You want me to say
present as a
it?
man.
I don't know. You, they, what?
Okay.
He?
I think once I said she and he because I wasn't sure. And I chose to respect you. I don't think I've been calling you by feminine pronouns. Can we have that card, please?
No, now I'm waiting for the cops.
All right, we've got it on.
All right.
We've got it online. She gave it to us. We said we'd leave if she gave it to us, so let's go.
All right, we'll walk out. I'm still gonna wait for the cops though.
All right, you guys.
You guys-
God bless America.
God bless America. You guys have a good night.
I'll leave it for the cops.
We'll wait right out here. Yeah, let's see if they show up.
It's crazy, guys.
Yeah.
If you think that the communist agenda is a conspiracy theory, I'd ask you to start things like the long march through the institutions, read into the Red Scare in the 50s, system. Look at what's happening since communist-style, socialist-style welfare programs have been placed into America in the 60s, and then again doubling down in the 80s. It's degenerated our family structures in America, and that is one of the purposes. So communism goes through and removes ideologies that are contrary to communism. They remove ideas of religion. They remove ideas of an individual autonomy. They attack the nuclear family structure, and we're seeing all of those be attacked today. Why is it that criminals can go riot and arson a federal courthouse, throwing bombs at people and federal employees, damaging private property and public property for going on 3 months now, and when they're arrested, almost every one of them is released and their charges are dropped and they're not pursued? But then the climate in America privately is growing to where people that we spoke to are becoming more and more emboldened in their intolerance, to where a man walks into a restaurant wearing a shirt that says Patriot Prayer, and they kick him out and tell him he can't eat. Ma'am, just to let you know, I think they're closed. They locked the door. But this man went in here 2 hours ago, and he was wearing this shirt. It's an organization that tries to press the...
Yeah.
Yes, he came in wearing this shirt. It's an organization that kind of tries to fight for religious freedom and political conservative freedom. And he came in and they told him he could not eat in this restaurant because he had this shirt on. I came in about 2 hours later.
Yeah.
What's going on today? Don't
And they served me. They served me and had no problem with it. So.
What's going on today? Why you guys people do? Just let it go, because this makes everything worse. Makes everything worse.
Okay.
Well, the thing is that nobody's.
There we go.
God bless America.
Everybody's against.
That's what we're. I
Just
know.
our country is in turmoil.
But we are actually.
Here for Turkey and Israeli. We have those things with the Arabs, not among ourselves.
I understand,
Unbelievable.
and we are actually two people that have been documenting the riots for about 3 months. We have been fighting for peace, and we've been fighting for dialogue, and we've been fighting for prosecution of the crimes that have been happening.
The moment you
Okay, maybe.
and nobody wins.
So
Fight
we're
against
standing
cancer,
against intolerance and hate that's happening to conservatives.
I agree with you, but just let it go, because there are people that don't want to listen to him.
But the thing is that we
so
can't.
much full of hate.
I understand that you just want peace, but all it takes, I think, it's a famous quote. I'm not going to say the name right now because I think we're on. All it takes for evil to triumph is for good men to not to do
I've
nothing.
actually got a corporate guy on the phone, and he would actually just like to talk to you.
I don't want
Great.
to talk to corporate. I'd rather my attorney will talk to corporate. I can get his name and number if you'd like to, though, please.
I will ask.
Why don't we talk to him real quick? You don't have to do much talking.
I don't.
You want to?
No.
Okay.
No.
You got a Patriot.
We got a
coming up here.
Patriot showing up. Appreciate that. Much love.
Yeah. Thank you for showing up.
Thank you. Got Villain Phoenix out here. So the story is, I came in with my wife and my son a little bit earlier. They refused to serve me because of that shirt and that hat. I was told it was a hate group, and they do not want to. And then they revealed to me that they were transgender, like I asked what sexual orientation they were. Like I was coming here because of their sexual orientation. They revealed to me that the person was transgender, and they do not want to serve me because they felt threatened because of the shirt and refused to serve me and my family. Villain came in 2 hours later, wore the shirt, and they served him perfectly fine.
And to be clear, I am wearing his exact clothes. He took his shirt off, I put it on, I put his hat on, and I came in and they served me just fine. The transgender employee that kicked the black conservative preacher out claimed that it was because she had already talked. I'm sorry, I'm confused on what pronouns I'm supposed to use with him. Order, and that story doesn't seem to pan out. It seems very convenient to me, but I was able to order. Even though I look like a bandit right now, they served me just fine.
And then some fellow patriots, some Americans showed up here. Woo! How you doing?
Thank you, guys.
Good.
Appreciate you guys coming out.
Support.
Thank you. Appreciate that very much.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So you guys were obviously listening to watching the stream and
watching it. Watched it earlier.
Watched it earlier?
What happened earlier.
yeah.
We're pissed. you know, did the phone call game, saw you were back, saw what happened.
Yeah.
Came down, had to come down.
I appreciate
Had
that.
to come down.
Appreciate that. I'm definitely going to do something with, you know, with this, because this is the type of stuff that, you know, they keep silencing us, you know. And you talk about oppression, that's oppression right there.
100%.
So I want to talk to you guys about the boiling of the frog. Think about a year ago or 5 years ago. Could you have imagined that there were hundreds and thousands of people rioting across democratic cities across America for months on end without getting very little, without getting hardly any criminal charges sticking
Take
to
care,
them?
guys. USA.
Thank you.
USA.
Thank you.
USA.
So a year ago or 5 years ago, that would have sounded insane to me that we were having unstopped riots in cities for months on end. But we're getting slowly used to these things. And we've seen Antifa tactics and Black Lives Matter tactics over the last couple years increasing in regularity and increasing in severity. And people are just starting to get tired of it. They just see it again and they think, like, I'm just tired of seeing this. But it's going to keep increasing. We're going to keep being boiled until we die. Would you have believed a couple years ago that just walking into a restaurant with a shirt that says Patriot and Prayer, a shirt that's affiliated with the political group that's trying to fight for religious freedoms and conservative freedoms in America, that he wouldn't be allowed to eat in that restaurant because wearing this shirt? Please don't think that this is something silly or something small right now. Look at talk to some of your immigrant friends that have come from Vietnam, come from Cuba, come from the Eastern Europe countries. Talk to them and ask them why they escaped those countries, why they had to escape to come to America. This is slowly happening and we're slowly getting used to it. Why are our schools teaching our kids about sexuality but not math any longer? Common Core is confusing kids, and math education rates are going down into the toilet. But more and more and more, our schools are telling our children what sex they can be, what sexuality they can have. And I'm not arguing that you shouldn't have your freedom to do what you want to do as a consenting adult if you're not hurting other people. But why is the government teaching our children their values rather than allowing families to teach their children their own values? It's wrong. Why are things like riots being allowed to happen, but people that stand up to rioters are being arrested? Joey Gibson is strangely being prosecuted right now for riot charges, though there's people in Multnomah County that have been rioting for months and they're on the loose. How many people were kicking Adam Hayner's head? One person kicked his head. That lady kicked him in the head too. How many people were punching him, kicking him, spitting on him, and tormenting him and terrifying him? One person has been in custody now, only because they turned themselves in. Marquise Love turned himself in after days and days and days of being on the run. There are at least a dozen people culpable in that hate crime that night, and none of them have been arrested. No arrests have been made by the Portland Police or the Multnomah County Sheriff's Department for that hate crime. One man is in custody simply because he turned himself in. And I assume that he was scared what would happen to him if the other side got a hold of him before the judicial system got a hold of him. This cannot continue to happen. You get to be a Christian and eat at a restaurant. You get to be a conservative and shop at Target. You get to have your personal beliefs and express them. It's not something that needs to stay hidden in your heart and hidden at home. Why is the rainbow flag being allowed to be blasted everywhere? In every restaurant, every channel, everywhere in society, when that is a minority viewpoint? People should be able to live the way they want. But why is such a small minority of Americans allowed to so boastfully speak their point of view, but when there's the silent majority, they speak up and they're starting to have issues at restaurants, at stores, in court. They get prosecuted when the liberal left does not get prosecuted. It's illegal to not make a cake for somebody because they're gay, but somehow it's perfectly fine, it seems, to be a Christian and get kicked out of a restaurant for being a patriot and expressing your religious beliefs.
That's good stuff.
I'm gonna stop ranting.
That's good stuff. No, I think people are enjoying the rant. Trust me, people are enjoying the rant. Well, it's been 20 minutes and the police still are not here.
That's
I
going to be
wonder
crazy
why.
if they get defunded. Then it's going to be 20 hours.
Yeah, I wonder why they're not here yet.
I also wonder if the police are wanting to come to this call when they've been targeted for months now from the other side.
Why would they?
When you've got a group of people standing up for the police and standing up for law and standing up for America consistently, why would the police want to come out and arrest those people? The people that are fighting for law and order, fighting for freedom, fighting for equality.
And they're tired.
They are.
Yeah.
They're damn tired.
Yep.
I've talked to
Damn
several
tired.
law enforcement here in the Multnomah County area, and they're just exhausted. They're having to work shift after shift after shift, and they're not. The stress is coming down to them. Think about being one of 900 Portland police officers in this city, and how many thousands of people are threatening to kill you. That's got to weigh on their psyche and their family and their extended family.
Yep.
People have had people showing up to their houses and doxing them.
Well, and it's not just that, it's their entire command staff doesn't back them or support
Yeah.
them with anything.
Yep.
The police commissioner is friggin' silent. He's
Yep.
letting Joanne Hardesty
Run the city.
the friggin' show
Yep.
when it's not her job.
Agreed.
Yep.
She sent 1,000 people to our rally yesterday.
Yeah.
1,000
Yep.
people to our rally to hurt us.
I made a post about that, guys. If you're familiar with my Twitter, Phoenix, or my Facebook page, The Villain Report, the night before, Friday night, Joanne Hardesty had another bout of her disgusting rhetoric, trying to rally the rioters to come against the conservative, patriot, pro-police, pro-American crowd, whatever you want to label them. She called them. She spoke of them as being hateful, and she is largely the reason why so many Antifa and rioter types came out that day.
Yep.
Read my post on that from Friday night, on Joanne Hardesty's post from Facebook. It is amazing, and I suggest you guys look into her policies and look into her history and look into the state of Baltimore, Maryland, where she came from and was a politician before coming to Oregon. Baltimore is basically a third world country in parts of the city now, and I can't believe that a politician from a failed state like that is getting elected in other states. It's crazy. Look at the things she says. Look at unedited transcripts of her speeches. Look at the video recordings of her speeches, and you tell me that that's not hateful rhetoric meant to stir division in the populace.
That's right.
You mean somebody on the left's been in politics for a long time and hasn't done shit
That's
good
crazy.
for this country?
That's unheard of.
Yeah, unheard of. Unheard of, right? That is just weird. Strange.
Yeah.
Well, still waiting for the police. Don't know if they're going to show up or not. Hopefully they will.
What do you guys think? The cops coming or no?
Let's see.
I'd also like to point
Time to
out
prove
to
a
you,
point. Well done, guys. People are getting one of the shirts. Artist is evil and satanic demon. Okay.
I'd also like to point out that we came in here, we made our point, we asked for a very, very simple demand. We wanted a contact for the corporate office to make sure that this was going to be addressed. When that was finally given us, we agreed to leave like we said, and we stepped out of the store. If you'll notice, the building is not on fire. All of the windows are intact. Nobody in that store was assaulted. Nobody was accosted. Nobody was cussed out. Nobody was insulted. Amazingly, we didn't burn it down. Is that
Well, maybe we should just leave. We got what we need.
let me get on my social media and see what people are saying.
So you guys were down there yesterday at the rally, but were both of you guys down there?
He was
Good.
not.
Okay. Okay.
I was watching your stream
Okay.
and calling him if I could see something from your stream that he couldn't see from his.
Okay. Good. Hey, good. Keeping the eyes, huh?
Yeah.
She had your six. Yeah, there you go.
Always.
Another Patriot showing up. Look at that.
All right.
Flags are out here, folks. The flags are out.
Thanks for coming.
This is what happens. See, this is our freedom. When you stand for
Thank you for
freedom,
showing up.
you get the support.
Thank you.
Hey, appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Anytime.
Yes, thank you. So she had your six yesterday.
100%.
Was that your first time at a rally like that?
That one that big, yeah.
That one that big. So you didn't experience the ones last year and the year before.
No.
Okay.
Never was really on the activist side. Solely because I wanted the police to do their job, be able to do their job, which I think they did for the most part. But it's not up to them anymore, unfortunately.
Right.
And you know, I've spoken to lots of them, have lots of friends, and it's you know, it's sad. They're going, why are we bothering?
Right.
You know?
Their hands are tied.
How can those people do this job for 25 years just for it to all get taken away from them? I don't know.
And that's what's happening.
It bugs me.
They're being stripped of their job, even to protect themselves. They're being stripped of it.
Absolutely. They don't have the right gear. They don't have enough people. They don't have the continued training because they're constantly dealing with this stuff. They don't have time to do it. You got guys that are working, you know, triple time shifts. You know, it's over and over and over and over again, and nobody's doing anything.
Right.
And then we go down there to take a freaking stand, and that friggin' lady calls 1,000 people and tells them to come fight us. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yep.
You know, I hope that
I hope so.
for a week. Then
Yeah,
they're
for a
done.
week. Yeah.
Then they're done.
Give
They're
us
tired.
7 days.
Yes. That's it.
Just give us 7 days. I mean, it's great to have the little one events, but we need a good consistency.
I think the voice is gaining momentum.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's near what it needs to be, and I think we're way behind the ball on this.
Yeah.
And if we don't jump ahead soon, it's going to just get way worse.
Yeah.
Way worse.
And I completely agree with you.
And it's going to spill out from the major cities. I mean, you just look at all over the country, these major cities, it's blowing out. And pretty soon it's going to be more than we can handle.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't want anybody to get hurt. We're not here for violence. We're not here to break windows. We're not here to be criminals or look like friggin' animals in the street. But we're done.
Right.
We're friggin' done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I know that.
Just getting tired of it.
I watched this. I said, babe, let's go. And we're here. You know? I can't stand for this crap.
And that's what they keep doing. They keep telling us to shut up. Why everything, hey, they can do what they want.
Exactly.
But you shut up. You don't have no voice. You can't say nothing.
Yeah, not anymore.
So,
good luck.
Yeah.
Where's all the damn flags at around here?
You know,
none of these businesses.
None of the businesses have flags. That used to be
They're all doing business in America, and nobody has a freaking flag on their building.
And that used to be the thing in America. You'd see the flags flying everywhere outside of businesses and everything. Not no more.
Not anymore. Now we're too scared.
Right.
We're all too scared. Oh, we don't want to offend somebody.
Or someone might feel threatened, like this lady off a cotton shirt that had Patriot prayer on it.
Right.
Just to be clear, so that we're not sure. I think they said they wanted to be called he, so we're not trying to be rude to that person. They said they were transgender. I have a history of gender issues as well, and I don't buy into all that nonsense logic. Some things happen in people's lives, and there's several different ways to come to terms with that. So I don't. I relate to the pain that person must be going through and the confusion that's been in their life, but to demand people to jump down their throat for using the wrong gender pronouns is intolerant, to say the least, to me. Because be reasonable. It's not a very common issue in the greater society, gender issues, and it's most of the time. I think I heard somebody put it very well. Gender is visual. Almost always gender is visual. So we see people and we address them as what we see. So if there is a 7-foot-tall man, we're not trying to just belittle that person or whatever they've got going on in their lives as far as gender issues. So they said that they like to be called he. Everybody has their different beliefs on how they deal with that kind of gender pronoun thing. So we're not trying to belittle them.
Did you go to the rally yesterday?
I did not.
You didn't make it.
Graveyard the night before.
Okay, so you had a fair enough excuse. All right.
I watched it for a little bit, but.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I gotta say though, like, all my friends, myself, we all have, you know, professional jobs. We all have families. We all have stuff to lose. We all have everything. But we're all gonna have to get freaking uncomfortable
At some point.
We don't have a choice anymore.
Right.
It's not a choice anymore. We have to.
And I said this today on a stream. Patriots continue to think that the left don't have jobs. Well, this is a prime example tonight,
100%.
right here, whose person probably in charge of the restaurant has a job, and they're completely on the other side.
And look at the Portland City Council.
Right.
They all got pretty good jobs.
Right.
I mean,
So, you know, I've been saying to a lot of patriots, we can't continue to use that excuse that we have jobs when they have jobs too,
Right.
and some good jobs they do have.
and I've told friends too, you know, we have to come to the point where we're just uncomfortable and we're tired, but that's the only way we're gonna win.
Yep.
That's the only way we're gonna win.
Yep. So,
We just have to get uncomfortable, embrace it.
right.
And I messaged you earlier about meeting up tomorrow.
Okay. We still can, unless you
Yeah,
have
no,
this.
I'm
Okay, let's do that.
totally good.
Yep.
And,
Yep.
What you said earlier today about putting our petty differences aside, I'm 100% guilty of that. And I think the main reason I didn't get involved, what they're portraying in the past, last year, the year before, etc., Proud Boys and Patriot Prayer and all these other conservative groups, you know, I know now that I didn't know then. I know now that it was all provoked.
Right.
Well, provoking assault in Washington is a crime. If I come up to you and say F you, and you punch me in the face, that's my fault,
Yeah.
right?
How you doing, sir?
I watched this at work and made me sick.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
I
it.
came right over from North Portland immediately. Makes me sick, dude.
Appreciate it. And yet, what's funny about this, what's going on right here, is people continue to say in the news, white supremacists, white nationalists.
Yeah.
I'm a black man here. I'm surrounded by 4 other white men
Yeah, what they
that
don't-
came down here for me.
What they don't understand is that we're Americans.
Right. That's first and foremost.
That's it. That's
First
it.
and foremost, we're Americans. We're patriotic.
humans,
We're
and
human
we're
beings.
Americans.
So,
You can call me whatever the hell you want. I love my country,
Right.
and I do anything for it. And I'm here today because of that.
and I know your skin color or my skin color don't define me
could care
or you.
less. I can care less.
Appreciate it, man.
I actually spoke to a BLM activist yesterday at the rally. He was asking somebody that was next to me to stop yelling at Antifa because that's what they want. He was a black guy supporting Black Lives Matter, but totally understood why we were there.
Right.
He also supported the police. You know, I mean, it's skin color has nothing to do with anything. There is no race problem.
Right.
This is America. We love everyone, but we do not love people rioting in our freaking streets. That's it.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
You know what? Everybody works too damn hard for what they have, and you fuckers come and trying to take it from us. That shit ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Right.
Hey, the awesome thing is Joey Gibson forwarded this whole thing going on. I saw it on his page. He reposted it.
Good.
It was about the fact you were wearing the shirt and everything.
Yeah.
So, I bet you he does. I think he would do something to get some gathering.
Yeah, we spoke in between, because we went down to Famous Dave's and ate, and as I walked up to...
Bowl to go chicken tortilla soup. I paid $7.95. I paid with the
Yeah.
Like I said, I was down here.
Yeah.
It made me sick, dude. The whole time at work, it made me sick.
Yeah, it completely threw me off. It was funny because I walked in there. I said, "Can I see a menu?" And the lady was like, "Yeah." I took the menu and I opened the door to show my wife. Went back in there. I asked the lady about, "Is there fish and chips on the menu?" She said, "Yeah." I looked down, and as I'm looking down, someone comes up from the side. "I'm not going to serve you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Why?" Well, that's
Discrimination.
feel like it was what you have on is a symbol of hate. You have hate clothes on, a hate group. I'm not going to serve you. And
That's their opinion.
he, she, however you want to say it. Hey, I'm transgender. Okay, I said, have you ever been discriminated from Patriot Prayer for being transgender? And they said yes, which I know is a lie. I know for a fact it's a lie. And so then I walked out. I said, hey, my wife, please come in here and record this.
You know, people have their own views. You can't take your views and bring that into your workspace.
Right.
You can't do that.
You can't.
It's ridiculous.
There we go. They're around creeping. They're creeping.
Apparently they didn't see you. They didn't see you.
Right, I'm sure. No, they're over there watching the whole time on their little stream and stuff.
They don't care.
They didn't. Yeah.
It's very offensive. Trigger warning. In their mind, very offensive. I've seen them called the black preacher a coon several times.
Oh yeah.
You're not allowed to be black and have a different point of view.
Yep.
Black and conservative, you might as well not be black.
Yeah.
Unless you ask a black guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Or a woman. And sometimes they're really far left.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they're not completely lost. You know, that's,
So, well, look, folks, I'm going to sign off. Obviously, the police are not showing up. I don't even know if they really called the police. Probably a little fear tactic, thinking we were going to leave. So I am going to take off because it has been a half hour or more since they supposedly called the police. Some fellow patriots, some good old boys, good old ladies showed up. So we're good. But this is what's happening here in America. There's the rent-a-cop there that tried to do some threats, and supposedly I'm trespassing with no paperwork. So we'll see what happens going forward. But we know what happened tonight. They refused service to me for wearing a Patriot Prayer hat and a shirt. Villain Phoenix came down. He took my same shirt, my same hat, and he went in and he got service, no problem. So we'll see where it goes from there, you guys. Thanks for watching. Please get the word out, and let's go from there. Hey, we got to fight for our freedom like everybody here is saying.